Oh, we are live for the preview of Arsenal versus Man City, and we have Suyog Clutch with us.
Let's
Suyog,
go.
how are you, man? Finally,
All
we are
good,
doing this
all
live
good.
together.
Yes, lots to do more this season. ये तो शुरुआत है.
Yes, yes, man. And who better to get than Clutch because no one probably watches as much football and has as much ball knowledge as Clutch here. And the best way to start, of course, La Liga officially Clutch चालू हो चुका है already. But can you just explain it for 2-3 minutes why Barca, Real, and Atletico Madrid aren't playing? Because कई सारे questions हम लोग को आए थे that why are they not playing? So I think people are a lot confused कि वो लोग क्यों खेल नहीं रहे हैं.
So, in very simpler terms, La Liga का जो federation है, they had sent out a notice to every club that they want to commence the league before 15th of August. 15th August deadline था. But Barcelona, Real Madrid और Atletico ये three clubs ने typically रिफ्यूज किया था इसको बिकॉज मेजोरिटी ऑफ द प्लेयर्स वर एट द वर्ल्ड कप और उनको लगा था कि मेजोरिटी ऑफ द प्लेयर्स विल गो टू द लेटर स्टेजेस सेमीफाइनल्स फाइनल्स जो कि हुआ भी. एथलेटिको के काफ़ी सारे अर्जेंटाइन प्लेयर्स थे और बार्सिलोना के सारे स्पेनिश प्लेयर्स उधर तक गए थे. बेलिंगम, किलियन एम्बापे लोग सब लोग सेमीज तक गए थे. तो आइडियली दे डिड नॉट वांट टू स्टार्ट बिफोर 22nd बिकॉज फिर ये क्या हो रहा था कि ये प्लेयर्स जब वापस आते तो इनको डायरेक्ट लीग खेलनी पड़ती. दे वुडंट हैव गॉट एनी मैचेस टू प्ले इन प्री सीजन फ्रेंडलीज. तो स्क्वाड सेट करने टाइम नहीं मिलता विच इज व्हाई एटलेटिको प्लेड अगेंस्ट मार्से यस्टरडे. बारसा फिर आज एक मैच खेलेगी और रियल मैड्रिड एक आज मैच खेलेगी. एंड रियल मैड्रिड का भी आज फुल स्क्वाड अवेलेबल है. एवरीथिंग लाइक एम्बापे, विनीशियस एंड एवरीवन दे आर स्टार्टिंग टुडे इटसेल्फ. सो उनके पास भी ज़्यादा टाइम है नहीं. बेसिकली एक वीक ऑफ प्रिपरेशन इज देयर. दैट इज व्हाई ये जो बिग थ्री है दे आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 22nd ऑनवर्ड्स. तो येस्टरडे जैसे कि हमने देखा सेविया स्टार्टेड. सेविया वर्सेस रायो वैलोकानो हो गया. सेविया ने 2-1 हरा दिया. एंड डेपोर्टिवो वर्सेस गेटाफे हो गया. तो दीज टीम्स हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड बट वो स्केड्यूल में ज़्यादा कुछ डिफरेंस पड़ेगा नहीं. जैसे कभी मैचेस पोस्टपोन होती है तो एक मिड वीक गेम के अकॉर्डिंग लास्ट में वो सब ट्रैक पे आके खत्म तो एक ही डेट पे होगा.
Okay. Yeah, the more or less वही होगा because of course everyone was very excited. La Liga चालू हो गया है and then you see Barca, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid not playing. But yes, so here we are going to discuss about the first official, unofficial. बहुत ही debate होता है इसमें. Is it the official first game of English season? Is it not? But yes, it's Arsenal versus City. What I like about this game is it takes off where it ended last season. बहुत ही off the edge type thriller था. Arsenal losing to City and then randomly winning the league. क्या लग रहा है आसल? क्या लग रहा है सुयोग? This is the taste for what is to come, or do you think Arsenal are more or less the favorites?
सी
To win
आर्सेनल
the
एज
league,
ऑफ नाउ
for the season I meant.
अगर आप अभी देखोगे तो सी आर्सेनल आर ऑब्वियसली द क्लियर फेवरेट्स बिकॉज मैन सिटी विल अंडरगो अ ह्यूज ट्रांजिशन. Many players leaving, new coach coming in. Although I rate Maresca very highly and Maresca से मेरे को expectations तो है. I don't see Man City dropping out of top 3 also in this Premier League. But current squad पे मतलब Arsenal already have a good team. Plus with the kind of reinforcements that they bought, Zolis हो गया, Gumares हो गया. So they are already looking stacked. और I think so Man City की इतनी preparation नहीं हुई है compared to Arsenal. प्री सीजन में अगर हम दोनों के परफॉर्मेंसेस देखेंगे तो दे वर वेरी मच डिसेंट. आर्सेनल तो कोमो से हार गई, आर्सेनल डॉर्टमंड से हार गई. बट अगेन प्री सीजन इज नॉट द राइट टाइम टू जज. इट इज जस्ट टू गिव द प्लेयर्स थोड़ा गेम टाइम एंड गेट बैक इन द रिदम. बट एज ऑफ नाउ इस मैच के लिए क्लियर फेवरेट्स तो आर्सेनल ही. अगर सलीबा भी होता अवेलेबल तो अगेन इट वुड हैव बीन मतलब फिर और क्लियर हो जाती थी कि मतलब वो 80-20 होता था. अभी सिटी आर इन द गेम बट इट इज स्टिल 60-40 टू आर्सेनल ओनली.
Yeah, I know it is. It's amazing. But are you first of all, yeah, Suyog, first of all, a lot of people are here on the chat, and yes, it's always good to be with Suyog here, man. And yeah, Abhijay hai. This guy is an Arsenal fan. Of course, that's why he keeps talking about only Arsenal. By the way, yes, तो ये कल अच्छा सिला दिया तूने मेरे प्यार का डार्बी. अरे यार, as Suyog said, I don't look into pre-season. I know Suyog Milan beat United yesterday. It was a very good. As a Milan fan, I was very happy. Milan ने 4 goals मार दिए and वो भी good passage of play with good passing. There was a goal जो third goal गया था रामोस से मारा Suyog. Milan had 27 passes and United didn't even touch the ball. So बहुत rare होता है मिलान के लिए ये सब देखना. But Suyog यार, of course, being a Barca fan, City आज खेल रही है. Biggest question. what is happening with Rodri? He's not going to be playing today. He's not in the squad. Injured hai, of course. Plus, I think he needs game time. As you said, he was on vacation for a very long time. क्या लग रहा है सुयोग? Rodri, will it be a big from City's perspective? Is he going to be a huge miss for City? And how crucial he's going to be for Barcelona?
नहीं, 100% सिटी के लिए मिस तो डेफिनेटली होगा, बिकॉज यू कैनॉट रिप्लेस प्लेयर्स लाइक रॉड्री इजीली. इनके तरह मतलब सम ऑफ दीज प्लेयर्स ऐसे है ना कि इनके तरह वर्ल्ड फुटबॉल में लाइक फॉर लाइक कोई रिप्लेसमेंट है नहीं. एंड दीज काइंड ऑफ प्लेयर्स व्हाट डू दे ब्रिंग टू टीम्स, मतलब दे विंग चैंपियनशिप मेंटालिटी हो गई, लीडरशिप हो गई, और खुद का गेम तो है ही बढ़िया. तो ऑब्वियसली मतलब रॉड्री को डेफिनेटली मिस तो करेगी ही सिटी. बारसा का मतलब बारसा का वही हो जाएगा. बारसा विल बी अगेन टू गुड ऑन द बॉल, बिकॉज Barca was not short of midfielders, but we are bringing in a player who has won a lot of things, who's won the World Cup हो गया, Euro हो गया, Champions League हो गया. So he knows how to win and he gives us that extra edge, because Barca लास्ट कितने हो गए अभी, 11 सीजन हो गए. 11 सीजन से डोमेस्टिकली तो कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रहा नहीं है, बट यूसीएल में तो मतलब यूसीएल में तो बड़ा ड्रॉट चल रहा है. एंड दैट इज व्हेन दीज काइंड ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर्स कम, दे हेल्प यू to get back on track. So Rodri brings in that mentality. Rodri was not that signing कि बारसा को need है ही, मतलब we need only, but then he has been bought to add some more fuel power, because अभी आप देखोगे तो गेम्स मिनिमम एक क्लब एवरेज जो यूरोप में भी compete करते हैं 60 to 65 गेम्स एवरी सीजन खेलते हैं. सो आपको स्क्वाड डेप्थ भी बड़ा चाहिए, बिकॉज यू नीड प्लेयर्स. एक प्लेयर आपका इंजर्ड हो गया 3-4 गेम्स के लिए, यू कैन बी आउट ऑफ द सीजन. सो वही बात है, रॉड्री डेफिनेटली मिस तो होगा ही होगा सिटी के लिए. दे आर गोइंग टू मिस हिम इन क्रूशियल गेम्स वगैरह हो गया. एलियट एंडरसन को लेके तो आए हैं. एलियट एंडरसन हैज डन वेल फॉर नॉटिंघम, बट देन अगेन कमिंग इनटू अ बिग क्लब, अगर रॉड्री के साथ होता तो इट वुड हैव हेल्प्ड हिम इन हिज ट्रांजिशन फ्रॉम
Yeah.
नॉटिंघम टू मैनचेस्टर सिटी. बट अभी रॉड्री का ट्रांसफर इज जस्ट गोइंग टू मेक बार्सिलोना's midfield much more stronger than it was earlier.
Exactly. मुझे क्या लगा था शार्की, what we saw against France, especially what Rodri bought for Spain, such a high press attacking team, and the way he held the ball, press resistant था. This might help Barcelona in the sense Barca plays that high line, you know. So जो counter attacks में Rodri is going to be so crucial, and I think people underestimate. They say अरे यार 30 साल का हो गया है, but I don't think he looked anything like. Age is secondary, of course. We
नहीं,
have players.
कुछ प्लेयर्स के लिए
Arteta
चिंतन भाई एज मैटर नहीं करता. लेवेंडोस्की का एग्जांपल ले लो. लेवेंडोस्की जब ही बारसा आया, ही केम इन एट 33. एट 33
Yeah,
वी पेड
exactly.
कितना, समवेयर अराउंड 50 मिलियन यूरोस फॉर हिम. 120 गोल्स मिल गए, 3 सीजंस उसने खेला. 3 सीजन में क्लब की आइडेंटिटी वापस लेके आया. वी वन कितना, 2 लालिगा भी जीत लिया, कोपा डेल रे जीत गया. सो दिस इज व्हाट एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर्स डू. दे आर मतलब बोलते ना, उनकी प्राइस नहीं होती.
हाँ, exactly. And plus, I know Elliot Anderson and not like to like replacement. This is a very interesting comment, Suyog. If Rodri goes, City will sign Enzo, not a replacement to bring something different. But ये domino effect नहीं हो जाएगा, because Chelsea, of course, are not going to let Enzo go without signing a big player, and the market is only 15 days away from closing. You think City would want, Chelsea like a club would want to lose Enzo so late in the market?
अभी देखना ये होगा कि इफ मैन सिटी गो फॉर एंजो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, बिकॉज एज पर द न्यूज फ्राइडे 5 PM का तो डेडलाइन टाइम था इफ दे वांट एंजो, एंड दे वर नॉट गोइंग टू एक्सेप्ट एनीथिंग लेस देन 120 मिलियन यूरोस, व्हिच इज अ गुड एंड अ फेयर इनफ प्राइस. बिकॉज अगर
Yeah.
आपको 120 मिलियन यूरोस का आ रहा है, एंड इफ द प्लेयर आल्सो वांट्स टू लीव, देन देयर इज नो पॉइंट इन होल्डिंग ऑन टू दैट प्लेयर. बट अभी अगर मैन सिटी जाती है चेल्सी के पास एंजो के लिए, सो विल चेल्सी नेगोशिएट? बिकॉज आई डोंट थिंक सो नाउ दे विल लाइक keep the price tag value of 120. अभी तो वो लोग ट्राई करेंगे, विल गेट 130 समवेयर आउट फॉर एंजो. तो वो डोमिनो इफेक्ट तो हो जाएगा, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो. मतलब थोड़ा अनलाइकली लग रहा है मेरे को इस वक्त कि एंजो लीव्स फॉर सिटी. ऑल्दो मतलब उसका तो फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस ही है, मरेस्का का तो फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस है, बिकॉज ही वाज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट प्लेयर्स अंडर मरेस्का व्हेन ही वाज मैनेजिंग चेल्सी. एंड लाइक जैसे कि अभिजय ने बोला, लाइक फॉर लाइक रिप्लेसमेंट तो नहीं है, बट इतना तो सर्टन है, एंजो डज ब्रिंग समथिंग डिफरेंट. डिफेंस भी कर लेता है, ही कैन ड्राइव द बॉल फॉरवर्ड, ही कैन टेक ऑन प्लेयर्स. मतलब ही इज अ गुड प्लेयर टू हैव इन द टीम.
परम इज इन द चैट. परम यार आजा भाई, चैट पे मत आजा इधर. वील हैव अ गुड डिस्कशन. आई से अनदर, मुझे ना एक बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम था लास्ट सीजन फ्रॉम विद दिस टर्म हराम बॉल. लाइक नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम इन दैट वे, बट आई फील एक आर्सेनल जो लास्ट सीजन फुटबॉल खेली थी, कमेंट यार, आर्सेनल लास्ट सीजन जो फुटबॉल खेली थी, आई थिंक वो थोड़ा डर, दे वांटेड दैट बिकॉज चोक कर रहे थे. उसके पहले ऑफ कोर्स आर्सेनल Arteta did play good football, and last season थोड़ा मुझे एक fear factor लग रहा था. That's why they played that haram ball. My question is, not sure if Arsenal can sustain haram ball for 2 seasons in a row. Do you think Arsenal will open up now? एक title आ गया है. That monkey is off
They
their back.
will. They
So
will.
do
They
you see
100%
a
will.
different Arsenal and different Arteta this season?
Yes, yes, 100%, and they have to because now अभी उनके ऊपर pressure नहीं है. They are going into the Premier League this season as champions. So now, मतलब दो two sides of the coin. Now they don't have any pressure considering they won one title after many years. But again, there is a pressure that you have to now defend this title because if you lose, like let's just say if you don't have a good campaign, then people might like call you out. They बोल सकते हैं कि फ्लूक कैंपेन था या एक जीत गए. सो वो विनिंग टीम्स को भी एक प्रेशर होता है कि अपना टाइटल डिफेंड करे, वो भी अच्छे तरीके से डिफेंड करे. बट आप देख लो मतलब जिस तरह से प्रीमियर लीग में चीजें हो रही है, देयर आर सो मेनी ट्रांजिशंस. एक फैक्ट आपको मैं बताता हूँ, आर्टेटा डिस्पाइट ज्वाइनिंग प्रीमियर लीग इन 2019 is the longest serving manager of all the 20 Premier League managers in this season, and there are 11 changes, 11 managerial changes. So means half of
Wow.
the league has managerial change, and इसमें सबसे ज्यादा settled कौन है? Arsenal. So they obviously look very well settled to dominate. एक बात तो है, मतलब मंगेश भाई ने सही बोला, they will have to change their style because after a certain point of time teams will figure you out. Many teams figure it out. Hansi Flick के साथ भी यही हुआ था. Everyone figured Hansi Flick's high line and teams started destroying. Not only the big European teams, but La Liga में भी teams Hansi Flick के high line को trouble देने लग गए थे. So they will have
Exactly.
to change their approach. अच्छे players तो लेके आए हैं. Zolis is a very underrated player. Gumaresh is
Very.
an absolute beast. मतलब just imagine you have Saliba, Gabriel at the back, Hincapie है, Julian Timber है, and उसके आगे भी you have Gumaresh and Declan Rice. How are teams going to find a way to score against them?
Wow, exactly. And we have Brian here, of course, the Arsenal boy, Brian here. Brian here, you're on mute, by the way. I think you have to unmute
हाँ
yourself.
हाँ,
Uh,
ना I was just hearing सुयोग इतने अच्छे अच्छे शब्द बोल रहे हैं आंसर के लिए. मैं बोला वाह, my ears have been तरपाओ if I follow that. I'm like भाई साहब ये क्या हो रहा है कि लोग बोल रहे
by
हैं
the way,
कि
Brian, the
आपकी
first question I asked about Arsenal and you joined in, and thank you
टाइमिंग.
for coming. By the way,
अरे
uh,
what,
big
thank you
game,
please यार. Big
big
game,
game.
big
First of all,
moments.
you know about my soft spot for Arsenal, so I had to
I
do
do.
this. Uh, Suyog, yaar, of course, I'll ask Brian, but before that, last question to you because he's an Arsenal fan, he's going to be biased. There are a few Arsenal fans I know who are somehow worried about Saliba's injury. Of course, he's a big player, big injury.
Even me.
Uh, I'm asking Suyog first. I'll ask you second
हाँ,
because you're
no
an
no no,
Arsenal.
even I'm worried about it. I was just saying like I'm included in those fans.
Yeah, my point is that they are saying that run out and buy a defender immediately. Do you think that much is needed? Because they have Hincapié, Mosquera, and Calafiori who can play that position too. So would you be like, ये 15 दिन में हम लोग को पहले एक डिफेंडर खरीदना पड़ेगा और do you think they should not be that worried, Suyog?
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक सो दे शुड बी दैट वरीड यार. दे हैव द प्लेयर्स. जैसे आपने ही नाम ले लिया, गेब्रियल तो है, गेब्रियल इज द फर्स्ट नेम ऑन द टीम शीट. मॉस्केरा इज अ गुड ऑप्शन. उसके बाद हिनकैपिए है, कैलाफियोरी. आई वुड लाइक टू सी मोर ऑफ कैलाफियोरी दिस सीजन. लास्ट सीजन हमने उतना कैलिफियोरी को देखा नहीं, एंड नाउ विद सलीबा's injury this might be the right time to give him some minutes because it doesn't make sense here. Eventually Saliba is going to come back and he is going to walk back into this team, so it
But
make doesn't make much sense to go in and like spend 50-60 million euros out on a defender क्योंकि सलीबा आएगा तो obviously he is going to be back. तो आप क्या करोगे, उसको बेंच पे रखोगे. एंड आर्सेनल आर गुड टू गो यार. मतलब अभी तो गुमारेश भी है मिडफील्ड में एंड डेक्लन राइस भी है. सो उतना बड़ा ऐसा हैवी क्राइसिस नहीं है नाइदर कि सलीबा की इंजरी इतनी बड़ी है कि ही इज गोइंग टू मिस लेट्स जस्ट से 20 गेम्स वगैरह मिस कर रहा है. तब की बात अलग होती थी, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो दे नीड अनदर सेंटर बैक राइट नाउ. दे आर गुड टू गो.
Ryan, man, I know Saliba's injury. I know all your Arsenal fans were hands in their mouth. ये क्या हो गया?
Yeah.
What is your, of course, the same question to you, Suyog. Suyog को जो पूछा था Brian.
Hmm.
What is some? Do you think Arsenal should run out to buy a centre back or no? You guys have got this covered.
The thing is, थोड़ा सा tension. I'll tell you why. Saliba का thing is 2 to 3 months he's out. Now the thing is, when you're out for 2 to 3 months, it's like the first few things. Obviously, you're a bit more कि भाई ये क्या हो गया? Because let's just be honest, the pairing of Saliba and Gabriel is one of the best in the world, and they literally complement each other so well that you're like, कि हाँ, you see that chemistry between them. Now Saliba going, it's like if he and somehow if he needs surgery, it goes to 5 months. So it's like still we all also not sure कि क्या exactly हुआ है Saliba को, but at the same time Do we need a defensive player? I would say yes, for the sole reason ki our right back situation, Timber's also out. Ki Ben White is playing, but Ben White last season was out. So matlab, it's not like ki we are like ki how to put. The best thing is ki defensively, while we have a lot of people for the left, our right hand side is just a lot more injury prone. तो इसलिए मेरे को डर लग रहा है. But obviously Mosquera is there to play, and I think so Mosquera will play today. So obviously थोड़ा सा है, but we are seeing Toulouse. Mosquera is also like very much like what 22, young. He's still a youngster. It's not like how do I say, like he's not one of the best. Where you see Saliba and then you see like Mosquera, आपको पता है कि वो difference है. But on the other hand, थोड़ा सा डर लगता है. I feel if they even go for whoever we are rumored with, Konza or Queza, either one of them makes sense. But yeah, that's like my take on it. We require one just because I'm also worried about Ben White. That's the only thing. And Timber.
Yeah. Suyog ने already बात किया. Of course, we've got to talk about Zolis, man. Had an amazing preseason actually. Looked like the most lively player actually, to be very honest. From the outside, हम लोग को जो लगा. Uh,
Hmm.
Brian, did you expect this much मतलब integration and output so soon?
Being honest, Torusa, yes, I'll tell you why. Jab Trossard went, I knew for a matter of fact Gabriel was a bit shaky Martinelli that he'll play or not play. मतलब uska form was on and off. So I knew, and one thing which Arteta has he's like, if I trust a player, I'll immediately slot them in. देखते क्या होता है. Same thing, like this was seen long back with Timber. He signed in, first game of the season he played, obviously got injured and whatever happened. Same with Zubamendi, same with Rice, same with Marino. Every of these people, whoever he signs, immediately get the ground running. And preseason is there, so I think so that's why they did that signing. But my honest thing is, bro, like people are like they wrote him off because he's from the Belgian league. I'm like, buddy, people come from the Belgian league. Abhi hai, it's one of those leagues. It's like your Portuguese league. It's like your Eredivisie. There is where the talent go. And if people do not know how scouting works, then bhai, you cannot suddenly just be like a player from the championship is there. And one thing which is clearly stated over here in the chat, like by the way, I must say your chat is like very, very, very like educated and like they are giving such like nice picks. I'm really happy to see that. So chat, you're doing a very good job, by the way. Mwah.
Keep it
But
coming.
yeah,
Keep
no,
it coming.
keep it coming. Yeah, please keep it coming. We're listening to you. Zolis, that's the thing. Set pieces. That guy, bhai sab, he's been really good. He can shoot from either feet. And he gives me that idea that if you give him time to cut back or to cut inside, he will take a shot. He's not the guy who will like make a run in. He'll take that shot. And in the rebound, we know everybody's just waiting. So let's see how does it all tie around, like genuinely. But really good signing. Really, really good signing.
Uh, Brian, we spoke about this right now. Suyog के साथ मैंने बात किया. Suyog, there's a comment here. Very interesting comment. I want you to
Huh.
take this first, and then Brian will go to Brian. It's a great comment. 23-24 under Arteta. Similar team, 91 goals. They played amazing football. What do you think changed in the last two seasons, Suyog?
See, I guess so. Arsenal desperately needed that title because last 3 seasons, if you take average, last 3 seasons ka average, let's be honest, Arsenal has been the best team. Considering फिर वो haram ball हो, whatever हो, defensive हो, कुछ भी, but they won it, right? And they won it. They defeated everyone. I think so. Almost सबको ही हराया last 3 season में जो भी team सामने आई. They beat everyone. So क्या हो रहा था चिंतन भाई 2-3 season से they were always getting close and they were failing. वो रियल मैड्रिड को चैंपियंस लीग में जब उन्होंने हराया तब तभी भी होप्स ऊपर गए थे. एवरीवन थॉट दिस इज आर्सेनल इस ईयर टू विन द चैंपियंस लीग, बट तभी चैंपियंस लीग भी नहीं आई. एंड देन फिर वो सेकंड का टैग लग गया था. सो नाउ दे डेस्परेटली नीडेड दैट फाइनल स्टेप. एक ही स्टेप मिसिंग था, एक पजल में जो पीस था वो मिसिंग था, वो अभी आ चुका है. सो आई डोंट थिंक सो, जैसे कि मंगेश भाई ने पहले बोला था कि आई डोंट थिंक सो वील सी द सेम आर्सेनल व्हाट वी सॉ इन द लास्ट सीजन, बट वील सी इवन अ बेटर वर्जन. जैसे कि मैंने लीग के दूसरे फैक्टर्स भी पॉइंट आउट किए. Many of the teams undergoing transitions plus 11 new managers coming in. So यहाँ पे settlement की भी बात आती है. And Arteta and Arsenal are the most settled team in the league right now.
Perfect. But Suyog, you are a fan here, by the way. Big fan, Suyog. By
Yeah.
like, of course, Suyog. It's not shocking that Suyog has fans. Brian, यार, your take on this, please, because from an Arsenal fan, I'm sure you are tired of this, यार. ये हराम. तुम लोग, Arsenal fans are happy. Title मिल गया. कुछ भी बुलाओ, हराम बॉल बुलाओ, fluid football बुलाओ. But your take on this. First of all, my one question. I'll add one question to this. Do you think we'll see a different Arsenal because that monkey's off the back now? You've got that title. Do you see a different
Hmm.
Arsenal?
I'll take this. I'll take the first question, then I'll come to your question. Simple answer is कि भाई people forget कि that the 91 goal season, we played such fluid football. It was some of the best football we have seen in Arsenal के time पे. Only issue तभी था कि squad depth नहीं था, squad young था, injuries थे, and it derailed the entire season. The next season just went kaput. उसके बाद, if you'll remember, we scored 91, we didn't win. Then Liverpool won because our season again got succumbed to what do you say, injuries and stuff. So ये साल था कि भाई, if you are playing, play to a point that you can conserve and play defensive if needed, but it is what you have to just get it over the line. And so that monkey of the back जो बोलते हैं वो ही था कि once it's off, okay, fine, perfect. Now, do I feel like Arsenal is going to play a very different set of football? I feel yes, but the एक major चीज जो था ना when we scored 91 was that time teams never played such a deep line against us. कि
Exactly.
they were playing like a high line or a mid. No, they were not playing a low block. They were playing a mid block or a high line. After that, we just saw low block after low block after low block. So at one point, what would the team do? And teams only started coming and attacking us jabki if you were 1-0 up. So that's when, like, after Arsenal went 1-0 up, you saw a lot of games opening up. Now, will that happen this season? I do not think so. I think so. Teams will still play a low block. Right now, I feel they'll play even more of a low block. Ki bhai, Arsenal hai, they are the only ones who are there. Let's just play back. मेरे को ये लगता है ना with Bruno ना a lot of the players around Arsenal who might have underperformed according to people will perform really well because Bruno Guimaraes has a thing कि वो direct passes देता है. It's direct, even Theo can add to the direct long balls, direct passes. He's very lethal like that. When he sees a pass, he will take it, and runners if there are like Gyökeres and Martinelli will have a new phase of life. And I feel like this will be their season to like Gyökeres anyway got 25 goals last season. He might get more than that, and Martinelli might just come into form. So वही है. I generally feel different type of football होने वाला है. I feel like this could be the Xhaka replacement which we had during the 91 season that Bruno comes over there, plays the same role, and we could see some like a lot of magic. Like that's my seeing over here.
Wow. So I want to talk about one player. Of course, a La Liga player था जो पहले came into Arsenal, had a good start. I'm talking about Zubimendi. I'm, by the way, a big fan. I'm a La Real fan, so I've been watching Real Sociedad for a very long time. I've been watching Zubimendi grow and how amazing he's been. प्रीमियर लीग अलग होता है सुयोग स्पेन में ऑफ कोर्स you get more time on the ball and he's of course a very creative. I remember that one Euro final Rodri miss बिल्कुल नहीं हुआ because Zubimendi had a fantastic game. You think with of course Bruno Guimaraes आ गया है, Declan Rice is Declan Rice, do you see anywhere Zubimendi starting or getting a regular chance in this team?
स्टार्ट करते हुए तो नहीं दिख रहा चिंतन भाई बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली गुमारेश एंड डेक्लन राइस उनको तो यू कैन नॉट बेंच बट आई सी हिम प्लेइंग एन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन दिस ईयर आल्सो बिकॉज ही इज अ गुड प्लेयर टू हैव इन द टीम लाइक इफ यू कीप हिम इन द मार्केट इवन टुडे 5 क्लब्स तो आ ही जाएंगे हु वांट जुबिमेंडी अगर
Yeah,
बैक इन द डे इन 21 or 22 if he would have had the cash he would have been our player by now because even
exactly.
Busquets wanted him to be to replace himself बट तभी बारसा के पास कैश नहीं था ज़ैवी वाज ट्राइंग अ लॉट ज़ैवी को तो मतलब ज़ैवी डेस्परेटली वांटेड हिम टू प्ले फॉर बार्सिलोना बट तभी बारसा के पास उतना कैश नहीं था एंड इतना मेक कॉमन सेंस यार रियल सोसिएडाड विल नॉट सेल अ प्लेयर लाइक दिस फॉर पीनट्स तो आर्सेनल पाउंस्ड इन बट आई सी हिम एज अ गुड प्लेयर टू हैव इन द स्क्वाड एंड व्हाई नॉट बिकॉज जैसे कि मैंने पहले एक पॉइंट क्लियर किया था 65 to 70 गेम्स होते हैं ऑन एन एवरेज एवरी सीजन जो क्लब्स मतलब 4 कॉम्पिटिशन्स में खेलती है प्रीमियर लीग हो गया काराबाओ हो गया एफए कप हो गया उसके बाद अभी चैंपियंस लीग हो गया तो यू आर गोइंग टू प्ले इन सो मेनी कॉम्पिटिशन्स यू नीड अ बिग स्क्वाड आर्सेनल आर थ्राइविंग सिंस लास्ट 2-3 सीजन्स बिकॉज दे हैव अ बिग स्क्वाड क्योंकि गेम्स आर गोइंग टू कम थिक एंड फास्ट एक मान लो मतलब ऐसा हो गया कि चलो ब्रूनो गुमारेस इंजर्ड हो गया या फॉर दैट
हाँ,
मैटर डेक्लन राइस इंजर्ड हो गया तो यू नीड समवन टू स्टेप इन राइट बेच के भी आप क्या करोगे बेच के फिर अगर आप बेचोगे तो अगर आपके पास रिप्लेसमेंट्स नहीं है तो फिर व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ हैविंग लाइक यू नो अ कम्पिटिटिव टीम यू नीड अ कम्पिटिटिव टीम और आज के मामले में ना मतलब इट इज वेरी वेरी एसेंशियल टू हैव अ बिग स्क्वाड
amazing. First of all, yeah, I know थोड़ा bias रहेगा, but I was hoping that I see Tonali at Arsenal. But he chose the wrong club actually. मतलब पूरा दूसरे
Dumbass.
direction like unbelievable because
मेरे
Newcastle के तो
ओपिनियन आई हैव अ पर्सनल ओपिनियन ये जो भी मिडफील्डर साइनिंग्स में हुआ है जैसे कि मॉर्गन रॉजर्स हो गया ब्रूनो गुमारेश हो गया और फॉर दैट मैटर टोनाली हो गया आई थिंक सो टोनाली हैज बीन द मोस्ट लॉजिकल साइनिंग स्पर्स डेस्परेटली नीडेड समवन लाइक हिम टोनाली को whoever those who have watched his spell at AC मिलान हो गया न्यूकासल हो गया और फॉर दैट मैटर कहीं पे भी हो पीपल नो व्हाट ही ब्रिंग्स टू द टीम और स्पर्स में एक ऐसा प्लेयर बहुत टाइम से मिसिंग था जब से व्हेन मूसा डेम्बेले लेफ्ट एरिक डायर लेफ्ट डेले अली लेफ्ट कोई ऐसा बड़ा मिडफील्डर नहीं था मतलब टॉटनहम केस में. So I think he has मतलब Spurs have helped themselves a lot by getting that player. This is the kind of player you sell out some extra cash for, because if you are really serious about winning and building a good team, because you are competing in the Premier League, which is by far the best league in the world.
Yeah, man. I see ये game है ना, like now City and Arsenal. I think it's going to be more or less the battle of the midfields. मुझे लग रहा है दोनों की midfield. Of course, Haaland is Haaland. Guy is a beast, man. मतलब वो थोड़ा मतलब alien है. उसको तो गिनता ही नहीं हूँ मैं अंदर. Probably the best goal scorer in the world, if you ask me. But there's going to be a battle of the midfield, and मुझे लग रहा है आज सिटी में थोड़ा एक puzzle missing है. There's a good, interesting comment from Rupesh. Brian, I would want you to take this.
Hmm.
Tijani, of course, I'm very surprised at Tijani randomly leaving. So, first of all, uh, of course, they've got Anderson. And of course, Anderson can more or less Rodri ki jagah pe, of course, they were anticipating this.
Hmm.
As Tybal, are you happy seeing Rodri's back? Like, of course, I'm sure he's going to. Are you happy? And how do you think Anderson fits in?
I am too like this is what prediction I've given for a long time. The players can come and go. I am more worried about Maresca is like the main puzzle over here for me. Ki, what can this guy do? City have the talent. They have still one of the best squads in the world. They still have the talent over there. Anderson, I was checking his stats sometime back. He's one of the best like deep playing midfielders in the world. Like last season, he was one of the best. So it makes sense why City went for him. Obviously, you want the creativity from the back. You want somebody to be. My only thing is if Enzo comes, it will be a major signing for City, and it puts them immediately there on par. Ki hey, they have the depth and the talent. Ki ये लोग जीत सकते हैं. But again, I am very much in City right now. Unluka, I think so. There's too much commotion. If Rodri plays today, I'll be surprised because if he wants to go to Barca, I don't know why would he play because
He's not.
I don't know
I
this.
don't think he's in a
Like
squad.
he
He's
hasn't
not.
even trained, he hasn't even
He hasn't
joined the
even
team.
trained.
Yeah,
Injured.
Hmm.
injured. Nah. So the other thing, if Rodri comes back for this season, okay, he's a good player. I'm not gonna say he's a bad player, bhai. One of the tougher players to deal with. You know, City is better with him than without him. But at the same time, right now, Anderson would. I feel like a lot of pressure is on his back. Like I think so. This is one point which is again, and bhai, you are like that British transfer record, like the most expensive English player, and then Morgan Rogers is 1 million more. I'm going to count you all together, bhai. More pressure on a player. We have seen this happen in the past with Grealish. He has a good, decent season, but not the money he's worth. And this guy is much younger than when Grealish came. जब Grealish आया था City में, he was in his prime. Anderson is just a kid. तो वही है. It's more of like I see what City is doing. He buy build up for the future. If they get Buadi, it's another thing. Like Enzo, it's another thing. But अभी के लिए I would be a bit more worried for them than a bit more like excited with all the signings because too many changes, too many changing blocks.
Exactly. You know what Brian said. Suyok Buadi, of course, heavily linked. अभी तक कुछ कंफर्म नहीं हुआ है. तिजानी का भी ऑफिशियल एग्जिट अभी तक कंफर्म नहीं हुआ है. Buadi again, as he said, Anderson, Buadi, you are probably looking at a new, completely different pivot. Double
Hmm.
pivot जो खेलेगा वो. As of course on paper बहुत अच्छा लगता है. You know, Suyok, do you think it's, as you said, do you think it'll take time to set in? मतलब title challengers squad अच्छा है. लेकिन will they challenge? Like, are they like right there with title challenging?
They will challenge. See, मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में ही बोला था when we started the stream that I don't see them finishing out of the top three. I'm not saying that at this moment they are not likely to win the whole thing, but I don't see them finishing out of the top three because look at the manager that they've got. I trust Maresca's lot, and Maresca has is someone who has worked with majority of the Man City players. So he knows the club in and out. It's not like a totally new experience for him. जैसे कि for example, under Irailo के लिए होगा, he'll be going to Liverpool where he is like a totally new face. So he has to assemble the squad after like Salah's departure and also probably Gakpo's departure. Elliot Anderson is someone who has done it in the Prem, who has played Premier League and who knows how the league works. Plus, he had a brilliant World Cup. बहुत underrated World Cup था एंडरसन का. He showed what he is capable of. And यहाँ पे chat में रुपेश ने भी डाला है कि Maresca said in press conference that he is planning to use him as a defensive midfielder. What
Yeah.
like Tuchel did. So I think so. They should be good to go. Buadi again. Buadi ka I can't comment right now because again, Liga versus the Premier League. It's a totally different ball game. तो जैसे कि आपने आपने ही बोला था कि यहाँ पे यू डोंट गेट टू मच टाइम ऑन द बॉल. Buadi thrived in that game versus Brazil because he had ample of time on the ball. But Premier League में ऐसा नहीं होता. Premier League में even a team like Sunderland or for that matter West Ham या Tottenham ले लो या कोई भी ले लो, they won't give you time on the ball at all. So to thrive in this league, थोड़ा I think so Maresca will take some time to figure out what will be his ideal midfield three, who are his starting midfielders. जैसे कि मतलब पहले पेप का
Hmm.
होता था, there is no discussion. बर्नार्डो, रॉड्री एंड केविन डी ब्रुयने are going to start. यहाँ पे शायद थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा.
वेरी
Agreed.
इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. शार्की ने बहुत अच्छा कमेंट किया है. अरे तुम लोग आप लोग ये बताना आंसर. सी द सेम टीम्स नेक्स्ट सीजन इन यूसीएल. दिस सीजन जस्ट स्पर्स रिप्लेसिंग यूनाइटेड. Brian, do you think Spurs can make this big a move and finish top 4, kicking United out?
No, my worry for United is the weakest अभी. If you have to talk about this, United is the weakest क्योंकि उनका signing ही नहीं हो रहा है. Bro, the game versus AC Milan, Amaron ripped them apart. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry to say it. He came, he spanked them, he laughed on their face, and he left. It was
Yeah,
a shock. It was a clear binder कि भाई, what are you all doing? And Ineos is not seeing. Ineos doesn't care. Animation though they're crying in a corner, questioning his life choices. He's like,
yeah.
no fucking way, another season I have to deal with this BS. So वही है मतलब United could get kicked out. See, United, I was saying that they will do really well, but they need to have signings. But they do not have the signings, so I don't know what is going to happen to them. I mean, CEO can also add to this कि you cannot just sign two players and be like, कि हाँ भाई, we will finish top four again. And
See
meanwhile, वही Chelsea,
the two players that they have signed, they are not signings, they are replacements.
Yeah.
Casemiro and
exactly,
Ugarte have been replaced by Andre Santos and Yuri Tillemans. So again, where
exactly.
is your squad depth? You don't have squad depth. You've just signed replacement. That's it.
I
One
genuinely
question.
feel.
हाँ बोलो,
I'm so
continue.
sorry to say this. मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ कि this year or last year one thing which I've learned is now if you do not have 2 to 3 players in each position to play, you cannot play in all the leagues. I think so. This is high time people have to realize it. And एक चीज लोग भूल रहे कि when that international break is coming for 3 weeks, which comes in around October if I'm correct. During that time, I'm telling, I think so. At that time, you'll see before that only certain players because World Cup हुआ है, they are going to be fatigued out. You cannot expect like a World Cup. A World Cup will take its toll. So I'm guessing this year, whoever's not getting squad, like that's the only reason why Chelsea is so very strong. कि they have 3 squads with them.
Yeah,
वही वही है. But yeah, that's I feel squad depth is going to be very important this season. Very very important.
because what happens is of course there's an extra cup. सुयोग इंग्लिश इंग्लैंड में of course I think आर्सन वेंगर बेचारा कब से रो रहा था कि निकाल दो उसको. I read some stats that Declan Rice has played more minutes than probably some clubs, which
Yeah,
is shocking. And
five
my
thousand minutes.
yeah, that unbelievable shocking, and that is why I'm getting to this. I am a huge fan. Being an Arsenal soft corner, ठीक है, but I'm a huge fan of Declan Rice. And it's criminal if I don't talk about him. Before going to Brian, of course, I'll ask you, Suyog, what a season. He has been probably, for me, top 3 players in the world. And I'm not the typical Ballon d'Or kind of guy, जो trophies किधर है, trophies किधर है. Ballon d'Or is of course just gives that reiteration that you're the best. But मेरे लिए आर्सेनल जो भी किया ये सीजन, ही इज अ बिग प्लेयर. उसमें ब्रूनो गिमेनेश आ गया है, एंड ऑफ कोर्स ही प्लेड द वर्ल्ड कप, एंड यू कुड सी, सुयोग, यू कुड सी द फटीग इन द वर्ल्ड कप ओनली मुझे दिख रहा था डेक्लन राइस में. सो हाउ क्रूशियल, लाइक गेम टाइम मैनेजमेंट उसके लिए, हाउ क्रूशियल दैट इज गोइंग टू बी, बिकॉज़ नाउ दैट यू गॉट योर लीग, he did not bench him in any games because he was worried that I don't want to drop points. But he has to do that because Declan Rice, come on, so cannot give so much every game 2 seasons in a row. यार क्या लग रहा है तुझे, like will Bruno Gimenez
100%
give
he cannot.
this?
If he continues to play मतलब ऐसे ही खेलते रहा, then obviously Declan Rice will be exhausted यार. तो Declan Rice का best performances नहीं निकलेगा. For me Declan Rice is world class, and for me my personal definition of a world class player is, does he make the team 3x better? Declan Rice does that. Does Declan Rice, if he is in the transfer market, does he start for every team in the world? He does that. So he is a world class player. Maresca signing is absolutely important and killer because that allows Arteta to rest Rice as well. Plus, he has signed Gumares, who has already played in the league, who has done it in the league. So, a like for like replacement, चलो like for like नहीं बोल सकते, but somewhat similarities तो है. So वो तो है, and मेरे लिए Declan Rice is like one of the best. मतलब 100% a player who can start for any team in the world is a world class player. So Declan Rice का वो सीन तो है, but they have to rest him, वरना उसका एक वो सीन हो जाएगा what happened with our players like Kunde and Pedri. कुंडे एंड
Pedri.
पेड्री एवरी सिंगल मिनट ऑफ एवरी कंपटीशन. तो वही हो गया. कुंडे लास्ट 2 सीजन ही वाज वर्ल्ड क्लास. थर्ड अभी जो थर्ड सीजन आया उसमें तो ही वॉज गेटिंग बुलिड बाय एनी लेफ्ट विंगर, एनी अटैकर, बिकॉज हमारे पास कोई आइडियली था ही नहीं कि हम कोई दूसरा राइट बैक
Hmm.
खेला सके. Xavi used him a lot, Flick used him a lot. तो वो होना ही है यार, प्लेयर आउट ऑफ फॉर्म जाना ही है. तो वही वाली बात है. बट आई थिंक मतलब डेक्लन राइस शुड बी रेस्टेड अ लिटिल बिट दिस सीजन, एंड द साइनिंग ऑफ गुमारेश गिव्स यू दैट फ्रीडम. Plus, again, we will not forget Zubimendi also. Zubimendi is also there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Brian, yeah, please, yeah, I need you to talk about Rice because even being an English player, I think this man is not spoken about enough. I just think does not get his due. I'm a huge Declan Rice fan. If you ask me to pick one player right now in my team, it would be Declan Rice. Yeah, Brian, does he need space? Does he need some breather? Yeah.
I have straight for told first 5 games of the season, do not play Rice, do not play Saka, do not play Gabriel, do not play Saliba. It's fine. First 5 games, let it be. I'll tell you why. They all have had like very deep runs. Matlab, I know Rice, like you can see Rice is in the training ground. All of them are cutting their holiday short. I'm like, "तुम पागल हो क्या? Take a rest." I know, I know Arteta being Arteta, he will just put Rice on the bench today. If he starts him, he's going to take him off because he knows anything can happen. You've seen it, key injuries take a toll on us. But see, Rice is like, I would say this, because he's in Arsenal, he's not looked at. It's a very simple thing of, but when you look back in history, you look back at him again, you're like, oh my God, this guy was so clinical. Bhai, kya khelta tha. He's one of those midfield. I'll give you an example. Makelele, jab wo tha, people didn't celebrate him much.
Yeah.
After he retired is when the Makelele role, oh, the Kante is doing what Makelele used to do. Same thing with a guy like, take Pirlo, like the deep playing. You know that these people, but only after they retire, ki, oh, there was a guy. Now Rice will be the box to marks. You'll think of example Arturo Vidal. Like I'm giving old names so people remember them. Ki these were the people. Arturo Vidal, you're this guy, nine goal in, Hamshik. I know I'm naming all Italian, all people from Serie A because I have ball knowledge. Okay, people who wanna. But yeah, point me. बहुत ज़्यादा FIFA खेल लिया मैंने. But point me कि these are the midfielders who we look back like, oh my God, and Rice is gonna be one of them. Ki if he like see, if England won the World Cup, people would have told he gets a violent award. Straightforward, he deserved it. But just because England didn't even reach the final, he was out of the shout again. But my man has played five. Like imagine, won the Premier League, finals of the Champions League, third place in the World Cup. Is that not enough for a Ballon d'Or shot? I don't know what is because the only guy who competing against him, in my opinion, this year, if you have to be call facts out, there's only one guy or two, and they both are Barca players, which is Yamal and one is this Kubasi. But I think so. One of them will get the younger award, but who's going to get the Ballon d'Or this year? Nobody knows. Like it genuinely leads to that.
Yeah, man, I totally agree. First of all, Brian, यार तेरी कंप्लेन एक आई हुई है. आई थिंक शार्की ने बोल रहा है तेरी फ्राइड राइस की पार्टी पेंडिंग है. तो यार वो आई एम आल्सो सेल्फ me and Suyoga
Come,
self inviting ourselves. We are
yeah,
coming.
done. Come. When we have the first episode, when we have the episode where everybody's there, that time done. I'll make sure that
But
there's
Brian,
fried rice
I
in it.
have one point to make. In case if England
Ah,
would have won the World Cup final, na, then
I
I
think
think
ah,
Ken.
so. Ahead of Rice, Kane would have got the shouts.
Yeah, वो भी है.
fair. Yeah, fair.
Another
वही है
English
ना.
player who does not get spoken about a lot, but that's just
Hmm.
No,
unfortunate.
that's
Yeah.
because he was in Spurs. He was in Spurs. He left Spurs at a time where he could have done one thing. He at least win Spurs a trophy, which he didn't. I think so. That'll be like one of how many years you're there for a club. He got promoted. If people don't remember, वो Leicester में था. Leicester में he got them promoted. He was one of the major people who was there back in like 2013-14. And now it's like okay, fine. But yeah, I think so. English players after I think the last English player who won a Ballon d'Or was Owen, right? Michael Owen
Yeah.
was like the last one.
Yes.
उसके बाद there's been nobody. तो वही
Yeah,
है. I
man.
mean,
It's
it's very
unbelievable.
interesting.
Two players. We'll look at the lineups right now, but I just want to
Yeah.
talk about two City players before we move on to that. One is as a Milan fan, I'm very surprised at Tijani's departure. I think City did that for money, and we have a baller Yap with us. Suyo, Man City destroyed Reindeer's career. Do you agree with that? Like, as in, do you think it's a fall off the chart? Because भाई जो season उसने चालू किया था ना last season, I thought he's going to ball.
Hmm.
He's not a number 6, but Pep kept on playing that position. Do you think वो confidence चला गया player में and now he dropped off completely?
हाँ, I think so यार. I think so. He lost it over there, and Reinders को भी शायद मतलब आई थिंक सो उसको समझ आ गया था कि गोइंग फॉरवर्ड दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम, एंड उसकी जगह कहाँ बन रही है नहीं बन रही है, ही वाज मतलब राइंडर्स आई डोंट थिंक सो ही हैड अ क्लैरिटी कि उसका रोल क्या है इस टीम में, व्हाट इज ही सपोज टू डू एंड व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द अहेड, क्या होगा उसके लिए। तो आई थिंक सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द मेन रीजंस ही हैज डिसाइडेड टू लीव। द मोस्ट सरप्राइजिंग पार्ट इज कम ऑन यार, ही इज गोइंग टू सऊदी अरेबिया।
Yeah,
मतलब
that's a
for a
surprise.
player like Reinders to go to Saudi Arabia at such an early stage doesn't make sense at all. Reinders को
28.
अभी भी मतलब I would have been really happy if he would have gone to Nottingham Forest. At least he would
Yeah,
have been playing in the Premier League. फिर भले ही वो लोन डील भी क्यों ना हो, but he should have chosen, मतलब पता नहीं अभी क्या था, maybe City want the money, but then again वही अगर business point of view से देखो तो they got the player, they used him for one season and now they're shipping him off for 60 million euros. तो again profit में books में profit तो आ गया, but I
मिलान को
think I'm
14 मिलियन
really
मिलेगा पता है, मिलान विल गेट
हाँ
14 मिलियन फ्रॉम डूड अमेजिंग, क्या डील साइन किया था। बट डू यू एग्री, यस और नो, बारसा में किधर बैठता, आई डोंट नो, रॉड्री टिजानी,
नहीं आई
ही वुड
थिंक सो, अभी तो अभी करंट टीम में तो जगह नहीं बन पाती।
yeah, okay. And second player, Brian, I want to talk to you about is Phil Foden.
Hmm.
For the last one and a half season, they lost in the a mistake. मतलब गायब हो गया था वो. Of course, not selected for England. Do you think
Yeah.
Maresca can revive his career?
He can, he can. Foden still has the potential, and Foden is someone who has already proven it. He has done it. So he's not someone who
Hmm.
has to do it and prove it. He's done it. He was out of form, horrendous season last season. Same for Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, everyone. And Maresca is the ideal guy. And plus with the departure, भाई रॉड्री चला गया, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा चला गया, केविन डी ब्रुयन चला गया, वो जो मेन टीम थी along with whom Foden played, they all have left. So Foden is now one of the most senior members in the team. So I think so this season we will definitely see him back. I'm saying the same for Cole Palmer also, because both of these players would have like started for England 2 years ago. They would have started World Cup May, but then again the fall off was huge. So I think so Maresca is the right man to revive Foden's career.
क्या बोले ब्रायन,
I
सेम?
I I I have Foden ka. I don't know what is going on with him. I think so, Turusa. We have this. Okay, there's a thing. When like footballers peak very early in their career.
Yeah,
Like he reminds me of the situation of Michael Owen. You had your peak very early, and then you're living off that peak again and again. Now, if you'll remember long back, it used to be Foden versus Saka. It's like who's the
yeah.
player to watch out, and then Foden just went out of the chat. For 2 seasons in a row, he was not seen at all. Nothing has happened. And see, one thing people forget कि Pep, when Foden बच्चा था, he was a starter for Pep. Like literally, Pep used to play him as a kid. He was one of the first youth players to be in Pep's team. And at one point, Pep just was like, okay, you're not a starter for me anymore. Is it because Foden are not adapted to the football that has changed in the last 2 years? Could be that, could be his fitness, could be everything. But I fear I don't want a Dele Alli situation again, yeah, because it's a very scary thing to think about it. Ki possibilities are looking towards it. I don't want it to happen. Ideally, I want him to have a good season. Like if you just take a look at him, like yeah, okay, please be fit, play good. But sometimes I feel like there'll be a point where we'll also wonder, ki like last season, he had like 12 goals and assists, like 7 goals, 5 assists. He's
Yeah.
26, Abhi. He's 26. He's touching his prime. Do you still want to be on the bench for City? Or do you want to be a starter and go to another team? Like, see, I would say this. If he goes to a team like United or Liverpool, he will shine. But in City, he's just now. I don't know. Depends on Maresca. Generally depends on Maresca. What does he want to do? He's got so many players. कि भाई किसको start करे? Generally वही चीज है.
Wow, but it's I know, I think मेरे को लगा कभी he's a system based player, but you're right. Baller Yaps is of course thrown a very good name. Look, Angelo Stiller, I
Angelo
think
still
सब लोग उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. I think he deserves a good team. मतलब I know he's a good player, but needs a lot to grow.
No.
I think it's very important for Germany. क्या बोल रहा है सुयोग? To you, 2 words on Angelo Stiller.
जितना मैंने देखा स्टुटगार्ट का, मतलब द अमाउंट ऑफ रिसर्च दैट आई डिड ऑन हिम, जो भी मैंने हाइलाइट्स देखे, ही इज अ गुड प्लेयर, बट आई थिंक सो अगेन इट्स टू अर्ली फॉर हिम टू गो टू अ बिग क्लब. दैट इज व्हाई बिग क्लब्स हैव आल्सो नॉट एंटर्ड इन द रेस फॉर हिम, बिकॉज देखो एक मतलब अभी ना चिंतन भाई, एंजेलो स्टिलर जैसे बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स है, ला लीगा में ऐसे बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स है, बुंडेसलीगा में ऐसे बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स है हु आर प्लेइंग एट द सेम लेवल एज हिम, but then you need to prove it time and time again and again. So maybe
Consistency.
perhaps if he does a good, एक और अच्छा सीजन अगर जाता है, then maybe we would see him at a good club. At this moment maybe clubs will also be hesitant to spend that much amount on a youngster मतलब वो
Hmm.
अभी उतना भी young नहीं है. I think so he is somewhere around 25 years.
20,
So
25,
25
I
is
think 25.
25 is like entering in his prime. But I think so if he does it for one more season, अगर वो स्टुटगार्ट के लिए फॉर एग्जांपल मान लो चलो जनवरी तक भी सही कर ले एंड स्टुटगार्ट आर कंपीटिंग वेल, अगर बुंडेसलीगा में टॉप 5 टॉप 7 में है, तो मे बी फ्रॉम जनवरी ऑनवर्ड्स वील स्टार्ट सीइंग बिड्स फॉर हिम फ्रॉम क्लब्स.
Wow. Brian, the news is, of course, Zion Suzuki to Aston Villa. I'm very
Yeah,
surprised at the signing. I don't know. But this clearly means that Emiliano
Emmy's going.
Martinez off to Juventus.
Juventus,
Hmm.
yeah. I think so. There was a David Ornstein bomba which came out few minutes back. He, like 1 hour ago, he fresh bid is come. 10, total deal is of 10 million euros going to this. I mean, good for this guy. Finally got his move out. I mean, he was waiting for so long. Ki at least chalo, now he's gone. But Suzuki coming, I'm happy for that guy as well. Ki Parma will be losing a good player, like a decent player. Going to
Yeah.
Aston Villa fair. I'm just happy that the World Cup showcased this guy's talents. And the other thing about a World Cup, na, ki people who are not seen are now seen and now are getting moved. So good job. And going to Aston Villa is much better than going to PSG. But he was going to be second fiddle. Like literally, they were like, we want to sign you and then take put you on loan back. Matlab, what's the point over here? And we have seen this with PSG. A player like Ekitike, who was there, Kulomali, same. This get on a thing, and if you're good enough, you stay, and otherwise you go back. So good, he made a choice to go to Aston Villa because he'd be a starter, which is a very good thing.
This happened with the Barca goalkeeper also, our third choice goalkeeper, Arnaut Tenas. He was
Yeah,
supposed to be second choice last season, but then a bid from PSG came. He chose PSG, and now he's out of PSG to some other club on loan.
Yeah,
हर
yeah.
बार वही होता है. Yeah.
Okay, guys, to the starting 11. First of all, बहुत ही पहली बात तो एक क्वेश्चन था. I think I lost it. I was just finding that, and someone had asked, will both the teams play full strength today? I want to start with you, Brian. Like as an Arsenal fan, do you see full strength? First of all, like कई लोग बोलते हैं ना, because it's City, you want that one up already. So do you
Hmm.
think, as an Arsenal fan, do you want Arteta go out full strength this first game?
I'm thinking full
How then?
strength. मतलब Rice shouldn't play. I'm being honest. Saka and Rice shouldn't play. So see our backline would ideally be this, where we're going to have your Raya in goal. Right back is going to be Ben White. Center back, right center back Mosquera. Left center back Gabriel because Gabriel has come back. Left back is going to be Calafiori. Your CDM is going to be this guy, your Zubamendi. Bruno might start on the left. Odegaard might start beside. So it'll be Odegaard, Zubamendi, and Bruno. Striker will be either Gyökeres. Push it on the
This is
left, and
the
you've got
this is the
Zolis.
foot mob ने जो दिखाया था.
Huh.
This is what I'll just this is the foot mob
Yeah.
starting.
Oh, interesting they put Skelly. I think so. Zubermendi will start. I think so. Zubermendi will actually start. Skelly might play, but I think so. Zubermendi might start. It's going to be either Skelly or Zubermendi. But this looks ideal. Yeah, this actually looks very much ideal. I think so. Zubermendi might start because a bit more defensive coverage will need. And Zubermendi also, by the way, we all talk about Rice playing 5,000 minutes. Last season, even Zubermendi played 5,000 minutes. So
Wow.
both of them, they both were. There was a stat. Zubermendi and Rice have played more than there were three players from PSG the entire season. The numbers of them both individual or more than three players in PSG. Just goes to show that one team we were ragdolifying our players, the other team was having a chillax vacation. So what to do now? I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I think so. Zubamendi might start. If he doesn't start, Lewis Kelly is fine. I think so. This is a decent lineup. But
Uh,
over here, I would say the this you can say this City wala lineup looks very shaky.
yeah, I was just going to ask you, Brian. Next question. यार, except मुझे तो बहुत convincing नहीं लग रहा है that double pivot Gonzalez and Kovacic. I don't know how this will pan out. But yeah, Brian, just finish what your takes on City also. Then I'll go to Suyog.
See, the thing is, I know Guardiola is coming. I think he's coming off an injury, so he might be back. He has been good in the past. I remember him in League One being a good player, but I didn't see him much of him in like City. Nunes, again, he is a good midfielder, but he's playing right back. He just made it, convinced himself to be a right back now. I am just worried about Nico Gonzalez and Costa. This midfield, I don't think so. They can run ragged like how Arsenal's midfield would. But on the same hand, you've got like Sameo. Sameo is the only guy I'm worried about. He's the only genuine guy in this team that I'm really worried about because he is a talent. Doku is on and off, but yeah, I think Sameo is the only one.
डू यू अग्री विद सिटी लाइनअप? कैसा लग रहा है? मुझे तो बहुत ही इम्बैलेंस लग रहा है ये सिटी का सारी. एनी वर्ड्स ऑन दैट?
नहीं, जैसे कि ब्रायन ने बोला, चिंतन भाई एब्सोल्युटली मेक सेंस. थोड़ा शेकी लाइनअप तो है बिकॉज एट नूरी लास्ट सीजन इन एंड आउट था. ऑल्दो ही प्लेड ऑल 3 games फॉर अल्जीरिया. और ग्वार्डियोल तो ही मिस मेजोरिटी ऑफ द लास्ट सीजन ड्यू टू इंजरी. देन अगेन डीएस एंड ग्वार्डियोल आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग लॉन्ग टाइम. बट वही है, बैटल ऑफ मिडफील्ड बैटल. कोवाचिच एंड निको गोंजालेस मतलब उतना कन्विंसिंग साउंड नहीं करते यार. What a Rodri or a Bernardo Silva or a Kevin De Bruyne can offer you. Although De Bruyne is long gone, but I'm still comparing the names as to what they were and what they are now. So Nico Gonzalez and Kovacic, मतलब potential तो है, but then if you compare it to Arsenal, Odegaard, Gumaresh, or for that matter whoever plays, Lewis Kelly हो गया या Zubimendi हो गया, they can outclass those three. एक good option Man City what they have is on the left and on the right. They have direct players, one on one जो take on कर सकते हैं वो आर्सेनल की midfield को और full backs को भी. So I think so the only strength is on the left and right, Semenyo and Doku. Marmoush again missed a lot, so Marmoush का भी पता नहीं how is his form going to be. This might probably be the last time we see him starting before Haaland gets back into the team. So थोड़ा shaky तो है, but then again even Arsenal जैसे कि सलीबा नहीं है, then right back का issue तो persistent है, no Declan Rice. So if you want to beat Arsenal, then today is the day. Because
Yeah.
that will add to थोड़ा confidence boost भी होता है कि you start the season with a trophy. हमारे लिए शायद कम्युनिटी शील्ड इतना मायने नहीं रखता होगा, बट इंग्लैंड में तो बहुत
नहीं,
मायने रखता है. एंड
it's every
ऑलवेज गुड टू स्टार्ट विद अ विन यार. फिर वो कोई भी कंपटीशन हो या मतलब कोई भी ट्रॉफी हो, ऑलवेज गुड टू विन एवरी गेम. सो दिस गेम विल मतलब आर्सेनल आई डोंट थिंक सो दे डोंट नीड एनी कॉन्फिडेंस. आर्सेनल आर ऑलरेडी कॉन्फिडेंट रेनिंग चैंपियंस. सिटी को इस वक्त थोड़ा जरूरत है. एंड इफ सिटी विंस दिस विल लाइक प्रोवाइड देम अ ह्यूज बूस्ट. बट अगर एज ऑफ नाउ मैंने पहले ही बोल दिया 60-40 है गेम. लॉजिकली देखा जाए तो 60% इट्स आर्सेनल and 40% it's Man City.
Brian, yeah, last question before
Hmm.
closing this. I just been reading a lot of rumors about signing Hoshiman, Victor Hoshiman. Like Joker is, as you
Hmm.
said, people forget, यार Brian, सब लोग भूल जाते हैं कि भाई उसने भी goals मारे हैं. But
Hmm.
as he said, 25 goals is a decent. Yeah, Ronaldo, Messi ने सबका standards बिगाड़ दिए. Like everyone expects strikers to give you 40 goals per. अरे नहीं होता है यार, it's illogical. Anything above 20 is a good season, especially your first season. Brian, like
And that too in the Premier League.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Brian, yeah, 20, Victor Osimhen, of course, very direct player, amazing in the air. I think probably one of the best in the air. He's fantastic ball control and all. But यार वो track back नहीं करते. मतलब उसका थोड़ा problem है, lazy है थोड़ा. First of all, are you like as an Arsenal, like would you like? I think you have to spend a bomb. Galatasaray Arsenal won't let him go for cheap. Your 2 cents
Yeah.
on.
Doesn't make sense. I straight for said doesn't make sense. And OC when people forget कि if it doesn't go his way, you have to go the highest way. तो वो
Yeah,
ही है. वो इतना देखा मैंने कि bro, योकरेस के बारे में he left his goddamn girlfriend to come to Arsenal. Why he told like I am leaving, I'm leaving everything of Portugal just to play for Arsenal. मतलब he's put his heart on the badge. So I'm never gonna forget that. See, ideally, if one thing about Arsenal people forget कि we have a good team. अभी अगर कोई साइनिंग होगा इट विल ईदर बी फॉर स्क्वाड डेप्थ or to increase the ceiling, what you call the ceiling has to increase. The only reason why Arsenal went for Vinny Jr. was क्योंकि we wanted a left winger who was the best in the world, and that is our talent. कि we if I sign, he has to be the best. This Osimhen thing, I just understand it's just like pally pally talk because people are linking Gabriel Martinelli over there and like they want Gabby and they're trying to make a deal, but that is not going to happen. Gabby is going to stay. But Osimhen just confuses me. Maybe before when he was in Napoli and he came directly, I'd be like, oh my god, like you saw that hunger in him. But now I've seen in Galatasaray, it's like okay, fine, but I don't see like a oh my god. Matlab, I have a thing ki the only guy who whichever player I've seen that is like oh my god, ki they went to another league and they came back and they played really well was Axel Witsel. That's it. He man went around the world, made all the money, came back, and he still played in the Champions League like there's no tomorrow. Even Aubameyang for that reason. Like he went everywhere, came back, played. I don't expect Osimhen to be that type of a person, keep having that motivation. I don't know. I don't get the point of it. But I don't think he's going to come. They've got enough of strikers. If Jesus goes to Napoli, according to rumors, abhi jo aaya hai, and there are more things which have been budding up. If players go out, maybe we'll have wingers, maybe we'll have a defending signing. But I don't think so we're going to get another striker. It doesn't make sense at all.
my next question was going to be Gabriel Jesus only. I think he's a good player. Holds on to the ball a little too much. पर वो निकल गया तो कोई तो लगेगा ना, because you're going to play 60-65 games guaranteed this season, like more or less.
The thing is, I agree, but I think so. वो जो है ना, people always forget one mystery man is just waiting on the bench, like what he did for Spain. People have forgotten about Marino.
Of
वो
course,
खेले
क्या
वो बंदा he literally was not a he's there. People forget कि even he's a part of Arsenal. कि भाई he's so much in the back. कि भाई he's squad player pro max. The point being कि it's like तो वही है Jesus goes it's okay fine. We can even have one of our youth players play, but it's like you've got Gyökeres, you've got Havertz, and then you've got this. What do you say? Yeah, I agree with this. His attitude. His
Hmm.
attitude is very, very, very dicey. And Arsenal पे एक चीज है कि attitude can is good to a certain extent, but if you notice every single Arsenal player, there's no been any attitude issue. You have to have वो Arteta का fundamentals are there. You either obey the fundamentals or you can leave. So I don't think so.
वही
Osimhen will fit into that.
या वही आई थिंक परम इज सेइंग द सेम थिंग सुयोग योर टू
Hmm.
सेट्स बिकॉज मुझे भी उसका बहुत एटीट्यूड का प्रॉब्लम लग रहा है ही इज लाइक उसके बॉडी लैंग्वेज में दिख जाता है व्हाट डू यू थिंक
This is one of the main reasons why Barca are not going for him, because at the moment Barca को सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत है ओशिमेन जैसे प्लेयर की. तो that is one of the main reasons why we are not going for him, because हमारे पास तो फ्लिक है. Hansi Flick तो is a no nonsense guy. Flick has
हाँ
punished players like Lamine हो गया, Rafinha हो गया, कुंडे हो गया for coming late. So Flick के आइडियोलॉजी में ये सब प्लेयर्स बैठते ही नहीं है. So that is why he is not getting the move. Or else मतलब वही अगर ओशिमेन का एटीट्यूड का इशू नहीं होता तो आई थिंक सो बारसा वुड हैव सीरियसली गॉन फॉर हिम और मिल भी जाता था. और मतलब प्लेयर तो है यार वो अच्छा, बट देन अगेन यू नीड प्लेयर्स हु हैव देयर हार्ट एंड सोल इन द टीम एंड यू डोंट कॉज chaos, बिकॉज इफ दे कॉज chaos देन अगेन फिर वो अलग ही इशू हो जाता है. देन इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट टू गेट रिड ऑफ देम एज वेल. ऐसे प्लेयर्स को बेचना भी बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. सो प्लेयर वाइज ही इज गुड, ही इज प्रूव्ड इट टाइम एंड अगेन. नापोली में तो सबने देखा ही है, अगेन गैला में भी ग्लिम्पसेस तो देखे ही है लास्ट सीजन के चैंपियंस लीग में वगैरह. बट अगेन द एटीट्यूड इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिग क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज इट क्रिएट्स अ लॉट्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू as well as for the club.
वाओ दिस इज if I ever see this मैं कैल्सो चर्चा इसका स्क्रीन ही रखेगा आई वांट टू सी बारसा वर्सेस आर्सेनल
We were so
This is
close.
so
yes so
close, यार.
that would have by
I
the way I'm telling you, Brian, I swear this is a game where वो popcorn का इतना बड़ा डब्बा लेके बैठ जाओ because this is clashing of beautiful school of thought. Arteta being Spanish, of course, himself. Barca
hmm.
playing one particular way. Arteta changing the way Arsenal played just to win the league title. I would have paid money for them. अगर ये हुआ ना Brian and Suyog,
Hmm.
कैल्सो गारंटी स्क्रीन रखेगा.
I think so. Suyog remembers this last year. Last year, last season, I was telling everybody, I want it. I really wanted it. It had to be a Barca, Arsenal, full power. Because also people forget कि Arteta's La Masia. Arteta is La Masia at the end of the day. He was one of our, and you can imagine one of the people from La Masia becoming the most anti football person in the eyes. But yeah, I really hope this game happens. किधर तो होना चाहिए because it'll be fun. It'll genuinely be. वो दिन it'll be wherever you see me and Suyog. That one day the amount of banter which is going to happen now, it'll be too much. It'll be
I have
way too much.
I have to be there for that. Like that is going to be fantastic. Of course, यार.
वो तो
Agreed.
है.
But
एंड यू वांट टू सी न्यू गेम्स. मतलब हर बार बारसा पीएसजी हो गया, रियल मैड्रिड मैन सिटी हो गया, ये सब
I
बोरिंग भी हो
Real
जाता
Madrid
है
Man
कभी
City,
कभार.
I cannot take that game anymore. I cannot have
Yeah.
one more season with भाई
एक्चुअली
तुम
एंड
एक लीग
सेम.
में खिला लो एक लीग में खिला लो भाई गेट ओवर विद इट और पहले ही चिट निकाल दो कि नॉकआउट्स में ये होने वाला है यार टायर्ड ऑफ दिस
दैट्स
गेम
व्हाट.
I mean, to be
सेम
fair, it's
बारसा
good.
पीएसजी भी.
Yeah, tactically, I don't think yeah, exactly.
या
Like this is
100%
fully
Paramount.
agreed.
फ्लिक, गॉर्डन और अडीएमए तो प्रॉपर हांसी फ्लिक कोडेड प्लेयर्स है.
चलो guys before we sign off I'll start with Suyog first. Suyog, what do you think is going to happen in this game? Your predictions, your final words on the game.
नैरो विन होगा. ऑल्दो मतलब मैंने तो अपने वीडियो में नैरो मैन सिटी बोला है, बट रियलिस्टिकली लाइनअप्स एंड अभी टीम देख के आई डोंट थिंक सो सिटी स्टैंड अ चांस. आई थिंक सो 2-1 टू आर्सेनल.
And any player to watch out for you for both the sides? किसको you are excited to watch?
मैन सिटी से तो सेमेन्यो एंड फ्रॉम आर्सेनल इट वुड बी लाइक कैलाफियोरी इफ ही स्टार्ट्स इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ सलीबा.
Amazing. Brian, take the floor, bro.
Yeah, mine is very simple. I'm saying 3-1 Arsenal. I think so. I think so. First half will be a bit more shaky. Second half, Arteta will give a spanking and we'll go back to square one. And then it begins. I think so. It'll be 1-1 first half and then 3-1. Because
Your
I know
team,
one. I just feel one thing key, I'll answer the player card. I think so once the floodgate opens, na, then it'll be like City will not be able to handle the pressure. I think so that is going to be a major thing for Maresca to also see like, okay, how do you deal with being in a tough situation? Player to watch, I'm going to say Zolas. Straight for Zolas. Zolas is one guy I want to watch. I want to see what does he do.
Wow, that's amazing, man. I'm also very excited for this game. As you said, मुझे भी लग रहा है it'll be very odd to see no Pep in the City dugout. वो थोड़ा
Hmm,
अजीब लगने
exactly.
वाला है. 10 seasons and all. It's going to be very weird. But it's of course I know a lot of people. जैसे सुयोग ने बोला in Italy and in La Liga, of course, don't pay so much attention to the Community Shield so called. But of course in England, the first official game, it's a big game. Guys, this is it. We have Clutch Suyog, we have Brian here.
Let's
We're going to
go.
get more such content soon. I want to do an Arsenal specific episode too. I want to do a Barca specific episode too. Barca, I want you and Sharky together for that. Brian, we're going to
Done,
do that
done.
one Arsenal episode because
Done.
I'm really excited for Arsenal this season. I hope Arsenal finally wins back to back Premier League titles.
Hmm,
So, guys, that is
same.
it from us. Please go and follow these guys also. They're amazing football content creators. We have this Arsenal boy in Mumbai. We have Suyo Clutch, of course. You've seen him in Rivalry Room. Smash content creators in the quizzes. Uh, Guys, good to have you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys very soon.
See you
Take
soon.
care.
See
Peace
you.
out. Bye
Bye bye.
bye. Bye bye.